everyone, and welcome to Sacramento Suburban Water District's Backflow Prevention Assembly Test Entry Portal. You can access this link from our website, which is SSWD.org, under our Cross Connection Control page, and I would recommend that once you get here, you save that link to your favorites for future reference. So today I'm going to be showing you how to get registered for the portal, how to upload your records for approval, and then how to start entering test reports for us. So one very important thing to note before we get started is that we're now requiring our own Sacramento Suburban Water District tags to be hung on the assemblies. So we are no longer using the Sacramento County tags, and our tags can be purchased from our district office, which is located at 3701 Marconi Avenue, Suite 100. And you'll need to have those tags in place before you start using the portal, because the portal will require that specific tag format. And the other thing before you get going is please make sure that you have your current records on file, so that's your AWWA Backflow Tester certification as well as your test kit calibration. And those can be either scanned or you can take a photo of them, just as long as it's clearly legible. And those can be either PDF or image file format. So once you have that, then you can go ahead and create an account. So click down here where it says don't have a username and password, and read this information up top, and then start filling out all of these required fields in red. So up top, it's basically telling you that this account needs to be within your own name, so you can't share your login information with anyone. And if you are an administrative staff member and you do not have your own certification, that's fine. Just create an account within your own name, and then I'll show you how to get linked up with a certified tester within the portal later. So once you have your contact information all complete on there, click Submit. If you already exist within the system, this will come up and you can use the drop down and then click Continue. Okay, so this takes you to our home page. The first thing you'll need to do before you can start entering tests is to upload your records. So under the Backflow Prevention menu, click Test Kits and Certifications. You'll see the certification requirements and test kit requirements here. As you probably know, the AWWA Backflow Tester needs to be renewed every 3 years. You can use a temporary card if you'd like, but you'll need to upload the official record once you get it right away, because it'll expire within 90 days on the temporary card. And the test kits, as you probably know, must be renewed annually. So once you have those, go ahead and click Add My Tester Information. It's going to ask you for the tester number, and then you can enter in your tester name. Make sure all your contact information is accurate, and then click Add My Information. So then you'll see this tester shows up on here. Then go ahead and click Add Tester Certification and enter in your tester number again. Then it's asking you if you'd like to become a designated signatory or not. So the designated signatory, that relates to what I mentioned earlier. If you do not have your own certification, or even if you do have your own certification but you'd like to enter tests on behalf of someone else as well, then you can become a designated signatory. That will require a designated signatory authorization form, which is available on our website, sswd.org, under the Cross Connection Control page. And I'll discuss that more later, but for now let's just do the AWWA tester adding my own certification. And once you have that, click Continue. Then this window pops up. The type you can leave as AWWA Backflow, then give the expiration date. So if I was registered on August 1st, then it's 3 years from that, so to 2021. And you can mail your records to us, but definitely the fastest and easiest way to do it is just to upload it electronically, so that way we can view it right away and approve it for you. So click Choose Files, and then you're going to select your tester certification. Once that loads on there, then go ahead and click Add Tester Certification. And you'll see on here that this button is yellow and it's awaiting approval. So we're going to be checking these frequently, but you'll need to wait until it's approved before you can enter your test reports within the portal. But for now, we can go ahead and add our test kit as well. So click Add Test Kit, and then enter the serial number of your test kit. And then click Search Serial Number. It's going to ask you for the model and the date that it was calibrated. And then you'll also need to select the file for your test kit calibration. And once that loads up on there, then just click Add My Test Kit. So as you can see, we have these both on there, but they need to be approved. So I'm going to go ahead and approve it so that we can move forward. Okay, so now that I got them both approved in the system and they're current, you can see the lights are green on here, so I'm good to go for testing. So to get back, I'm just going to click this Home button and then click on Backflow Prevention Test to start entering reports. So here it's letting you know the testing and reporting requirements. As I mentioned earlier, we are requiring our own Sacramento Suburban Water District tags. And then the assemblies can be searched within the portal either by the test number, which is on the customer's notice, or you can use a combination of the serial number and the street name to look it up within the portal. Incomplete test reports, that's if you started it in the portal but didn't submit it all the way. Those will only be kept in the portal for 48 hours, so you'll need to complete it pretty quickly within the portal. Then recently completed tests, so if you submitted it, you can still edit it within 7 days. And after you submit it, you have 30 days to view it within the portal. So I would recommend that you save those to your records right away, and I'll show you how to do that because they won't be available to you for very long within the portal. So once you're ready to go, then go ahead and you'll select either record new test results or replace an assembly. I'll first show you record new test results. So as I mentioned, you have two options. Either you have the test number if you have the customer's notice in front of you, or you can select I do not have the test number. Then it's going to ask you for the serial number and the street name. So definitely for the street name, I would recommend not to use a suffix for it. So for Marconi, I'm just going to put it as Marconi rather than Marconi Ave or Marconi Avenue, because if we have it as Ave in our system, then it might not come up if you search Avenue. So the easiest way to do it is just don't include a suffix, and then you can click Continue. So then it'll show you the assembly information here, so please review that for accuracy to make sure you have the correct assembly and make sure that we have it in our records correctly. If you notice any discrepancies, please click this hyperlink here. It'll pop up an email that automatically goes to Cross Connection Control at SSWD.org, and it populates the assembly information so we know exactly which one you're referring to. And then just give us a brief message. For instance, if this were actually 1.5 inches rather than a 2-inch assembly, then you can just make a quick note of that and send it off to us so that we can help keep our database accurate. So once you are sure that you have the correct assembly, then click Yes. And as you can see, it adds it under this incomplete test menu. And to enter the test report, you'll just click this hyperlink with the test number. Then your test report window pops up. So the first thing you're going to do is enter the tag number. Then you can start filling in your values. And if you have multiple certificates and test kits on file, then you can use these drop downs. But for now I just have the one. And then enter the day and time that it was tested. And So you can just go ahead and use these bars to fill out the specific time. And then if there's, you can make notes if applicable. And then if this were a failed assembly that was repaired the same day, then you can check this box, and as you can see, it opens up a final test down below. That is only for repaired same day, because we do not require a fail tag to be used if it were repaired before you leave the site. So in this case, if it failed on the first test and then you cleaned it and then you tested it again, then you'd only need the one passing tag. But if you leave the site, then you're required to hang a failed tag. So this is only for repaired same day. But for now, I'll just submit this as a passing test. And please note that this system does have checks in place. So if you try to submit it and it doesn't let you, then you'll need to look at all of this information and make sure you have the correct tag number, the correct values, because it will be checking to make sure that the information is accurate. If you wanted to, if there was something that you needed to check on, then you could click Save and Complete later. So that's, like I said, it only holds it for 48 hours. So that would be an incomplete test if you click this button. Otherwise, if everything looks good and you're ready to submit it, then just click Complete Test. And then it will ask you whether it passed or failed, and click Complete Test. So now you can see it moved from my incomplete test to my recently completed test. So that's how I know that it went through and got submitted. But I'm still within 7 days, so if there was something that went wrong, I could open this hyperlink and I can still make edits to this and then click Update Test if I wanted to. But for now, everything looks good, so I'm going to go ahead and call that a submitted test that's finalized. And once it's done, then you can click this print button, the print icon, and this will open up a PDF document that you can view. So here it shows our test report that we just submitted, and you can print this or save it to your files, however you keep your records. But it's very important that you do this right away because, like I said, it'll only be retained within the portal for 30 days. Okay, so that's good to go. The other thing that I wanted to show you is how to replace an assembly. So you can click here, Replace an Assembly, and it'll ask you for the old assembly information. And once again, the street name with no suffix. And then it shows you the old assembly information. So please be careful to make sure that this is the old assembly that's been replaced for the correct one, because when you submit this to us, we're going to take it in our records as this assembly has been replaced. So, but once again, you also can, if there's any discrepancies, you can click this hyperlink to send us an email about it. But once you're sure that you have the correct one, you can click yes, this is the assembly. And then it takes you here where it'll ask you for the replacement date and time. And then you will enter the new serial number and go ahead and select the manufacturer, the model number. This list will update based on the manufacturer that you select, and then your size. And once you have that information complete on there, then go ahead and click Replace Assembly. So now you can see it automatically added a new incomplete test, and this has the new replacement assembly information on here. So I would just need to click this test number again to open up the test report for the new replacement assembly, and here you can record that, and it's just the same way that I just showed you. So you should be good to go on that. And the last thing that I wanted to show you is the designated signatory. So click on the home button again, and then we'll go to Test Kits and Certifications. Okay, so if I would like to become a designated signatory on behalf of another tester, that tester first needs to register and upload their certifications within the portal themselves. So they need to already exist within the system before you can become a designated signatory on their behalf. But if that's already been done, then just click Add Another Tester, and you can enter the tester number. And like I said, they should already come up because they're in the system, so you check that box. And then you can review the contact information and click Continue. So here they come up, and there's already a test kit associated with that tester as well. And then you'll just click Add Tester Certification. So enter the tester number again, and then this is where it asks you if you'd like to become a designated signatory. So you'll check this bottom one and click Continue. So then this pops up, and we require a signed designated signatory authorization form. So please obtain that form on our website on the cross connection control page, and you'll need to print that out and have the tester sign it to give you authorization, and then you can scan or take a photo of it and upload that file here. So there you go. Once that's been uploaded, then click Add Signatory, and you'll see that their status is active because, like I said, this person was already in the portal and uploaded their records and got approved. So the only thing that's waiting is the signatory approval, because we'll need to review your designated signatory authorization form. And that's the basics of how to get registered for the portal, how to upload your records, and how to start entering reports. If you have any questions, please call us. Our contact information is right here. It's 916-679-2899, or via email at crossconnectioncontrol@sswd.org. Thank you.